Well, organizing your home can be overwhelming, and you usually reach a point where you just want to throw everything out. Not so fast. Our organizing expert, Vicki Norris, is here. And Vicki, you say there's a better way than purging, isn't there?
Yes, there is, Molly, because, you know, purging implies this dumping process, and it's kind of like an unhelpful, even violent word. And I prefer the term pruning because in nature, like when we prune our plants, it's this very intentional process, right? And we are caretaking, we're tending the plant, the living organism. Well, our homes and businesses are living organisms. And so when we prune, we're able to lighten up and return energy and circulation to our homes and businesses.
I love it. It is a lovelier way to think of it, isn't it? So what's your first step for pruning?
Okay, well, the first thing to know is that pruning really is a natural process. We do it in our yards and gardens. And what we want to do is we want to trim back that spindly, lifeless material. So we want to create ongoing systems, Molly, in our homes and businesses to make that easy. And so that might be a donation system to continuously let things go. Like I have a bag in my laundry room, for instance, where I'm constantly putting donations. And so you want to have these ongoing systems in place where it makes it natural and easy to let go and lighten up.
I love that. Okay. What's step two?
Okay. Well, then the next thing is that really understanding that pruning is about trimming back the dead wood in our space, because dead wood, if you think about it, is all that stuff that's clogging the plant, that dead material. And here you can see a pantry that we overhauled for one of our clients, and clearly all that old food, oh my gosh, there was so much expired and old food in this place. And so we had to go through all of that expired food, and that's a common culprit. Same with health and beauty products. We've got tons of old vitamins and medicine and lotions we don't use, right? All this stuff that is just clogging up our space. So that's what you want to do when you're trimming back the dead wood in your home, is you want to look for the things that are causing a clog. Reading material is another one, catalogs, magazines, you know, the stuff that just clogs up our space.
Yeah. Okay, so what's the third thing?
Okay, next, what you want to think about is trimming back living stock. Because when you do a heavy pruning, you're even cutting back fruitful branches, Molly. And you can do the same thing in your calendar. Because a lot of times we just think of pruning in our space, but in our calendar, we can let go of the good things so that we can make room for the really important things. So think about cutting out activities that aren't meaningful anymore, or things that are just burdening you.
Okay. And the fourth thing?
Okay, well, finally, you know, pruning is really a seasonal process in our yards and gardens, but it can be so in our homes as well. So for instance, whenever we pack as a family to go on a trip, I use that opportunity, because it's kind of a seasonal thing, to go through my kids' closets. And that's when we do our donations and we do our hand-me-downs. And then, of course, between Christmas and New Year's, right before the beginning of the next year, I clean out all of my annual paper files. So use those opportunities to prune on a regular basis, on a seasonal basis, and it will just keep the flow going in your home.
You just know how to make life easier, and you're helping our viewers today too. They can get these tips somewhere else.
Yes, I've written a whole chapter on the pruning principle, which is one of the 6 organizing principles. And people can just run out to our Restoring Order Facebook and grab my first book, Reclaim Your Life Today, and that has the pruning principle in it.
I love it. Vicki, thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Prune, don't purge.
Hey, thanks for watching this video. Be sure you subscribe to the channel and check us out at restoringorder.com.